Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Fix It Friday. Hi, I'm Maria, the Wandering Simmer, and today we are going to be fixing the Roomies house. So the Roomies live here in Oasis Spring. They have a very mid-century house and it has been done up. To be honest, I'm not hating the improvements that they have made. I'm so glad they added a pool and the rooms are so much more identifiable now to whose they are. So this one is Mitch's. He is a joke star, so that makes perfect sense. They've got a bar out here instead of where it used to be, which was in the kitchen. This one is Gavin's because he is neat and he is a writer. Then we have Jess's room. We have Zoe's room. And this one is Jay Huntington's. Now this room, I don't know if it hits or not. I like this little suit thing, but when I was looking, look, there's a towel in the wall. I was like, what the fuck? So yes, we are going to fix this up. To be honest, the main problem is I hate the outside. I don't mind the brick, but I kind of feel like there's too much brick. I'm just gonna go ahead and go through and delete everything that I don't want, and then we can start fixing everything up. I've gotten rid of most of the stuff. The next step is to figure out layout. I'm going to very much try and keep it the same kind of style as what it is. I just kind of want to change things around a bit. And the first thing is I want to move this. So I've sorted the chimney out. I've just put one of the actual chimneys in it because they do have a fireplace right here. But I'm thinking we can keep that brick and I'm going to make this wall brick. I feel like it's just really boxy and we just need to like change the shape of it a bit. First things first though, I want to get rid of these pillars just because they are just so in the way. So let's definitely get rid of these pillars. We can add pillars, but I just don't want the pillars there. I have an idea too. I'm thinking if we did that and then raise this up a bit and then we could put some windows that like fit there and then it's kind of like they've got those levels, like that's quite like mid-century. I'm also thinking the colour theme should be like orange and green. I'm just going like in my head like very 60s, 70s style. That's kind of what I'm feeling for this, and very like odd mismatched furniture because they're like four roommates who've moved in with each other. Now for the rooms, I mean, it's just so flat. So we still need 4 rooms. So I'm kind of like, if we get rid of that, so we can like shrink this down a bit. I might squidge these in one. Okay, I think that is pretty good. So I've just kind of like jiggled it around. I've put in the bathroom for Zoe and she can have like a built-in closet there. And then I've just kind of like extended the kitchen dining room area just so that again, we've got a bit of dimension going on. So I'm thinking for the wood, we can do like a grey paneling similar to this pretty much. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. I like that colour as well. And now we've got to do the roofing. So we're definitely going to use the half gabled roofs to accomplish whatever look we're going for. I mean, it's not perfect, but I feel like it will do. We can get the black roof trim. I think it looks good. I'm not very good at mid-century. I wish I was, but I'm really not. I want to change this gate and fence as well. I think the darker one's better. And we could put these like little stones. I'm wondering if we can change it to like a grey colour. I'm definitely liking the front bit. In the back, I've added this stone from Adventure Waits around the pool. I just think it kind of gives it a bit of a nicer look. I'm thinking we need to change the tile out here. Oh, I like this one. Okay, I think that is pretty good. Now we can do the doors and the window. So I know for sure for the back door, I want the Desert Luxe kit. I think it's such a good door. That is a definite maybe for the door. I've never used that one before, but it does look kind of cool. Or we could go for this one. It matches the slats, but then I feel like it's maybe too many slats. You know what? I like that one. We'll have a look at some eco lifestyle windows. I mean, some of them are not great, but At least they have the right wood tone. I feel like we might need smaller windows. I do like this. They do live in a hot climate. That might be really cool to use. I mean, I don't use stuff like that very often. And we do need some windows that are gonna fit perfectly here. I think I might use these eco lifestyle ones. The question is, how ridiculous does this look? I mean, I don't think it looks that bad. And at least from the front, it looks decent. To be honest, that's all that matters, isn't it? That from the front, it looks fine. Okay, so now we've sorted out the outside, we can start heading inside. Oh, we need all the windows and doors for this part. There we go. So we've got like a cute little area outside. I'm wondering if actually we should get rid of the flooring there and have it here instead. Or, bear with me, there's like, it's something's happening. I just got to figure out what it is that's happening in my brain. My thought process is that I can use that. So like this was my thought process. If I did that and then I could put the sand underneath it, what do we think? I don't think that's bad. Let's get some wood. Do we go bright? I don't know if bright's the right way to go, or whether we should really be going for a tile. What does mid-century houses look like inside? Yeah, it's all wooden. I mean, if we're going for like an orange and green look, I'm thinking maybe the darker floor is a good shout. And I'd actually really like to have a bit more of a bolder carpet in the lounge. Not that, but do you get what I mean? Like that. Maybe that. I just feel like it's a bit, you know, it's a bit different. Bit wild. I want to switch out the fireplace too. Yeah, maybe something like that. I'm gonna go with this one. And like mid-century homes in the 70s had a lot of like wood paneling inside. So I feel like we should add some wood paneling. I do like that paneling. It's quite similar, like my grandparents have paneling all over their house. And I used to think it was so weird when I was younger. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. Right, we can definitely get the paneling here as well in the kitchen. And then we need to think of the colours inside. Maybe a beige colour? Just a bit boring, isn't it? That batu isn't bad. I don't hate it actually. Oh, we got stucco. That's way better. For the rooms, I think I might just do a carpet in the rooms. I think I'll add the shag carpet. I feel like for the bathroom we need to go kind of a bit odd. Not crazy, but like not super modern. And then for the walls, I'm going to give Mitch kind of a darker palette just because I don't think he's a bright guy. Yeah, like I like that blue. For the bathroom, we can just do a tile. Oh, I like that one. For Gavin's room, I think we can go a lighter colour. But I don't want to make it beige. I don't want beige on beige. Yeah, that's kind of nice. I wanted like a blue. So I like this one. And then for Zoe's room, I think she needs to be a bit brighter. I mean, I do like that yellow, but then I'm like, I'm not sure if the wallpaper matches. Maybe we could go for that one, and then maybe we could go for a lighter yellow. Or we could go for this. That's kind of cute. Oh, I like that. J. Huntington III's, aka Schmidt's room. I feel like he's quite fancy. Okay, I quite like that. It's kind of different. So now we can get on to the furnishing. Let's just start with Zoe's room first, seeing as we're here. So we want a wardrobe. The yellow one's cute. For her bed, we're going pink or yellow or basically anything that's a bright colour. And I am thinking that base game bed, that's quite a cute one. Or we have got this one. I like that one. I like the flowers. Because I swear in New Girl, I've seen her have like this kind of bed. Maybe we could go for these ones. They're quite fun. I love these curtains. We can get a mirror situation over here. I wonder if we can get a colour that works. I mean, we could get the yellow. Yeah, that works. We get like a cute little hanging plant. So we don't need another like that, but we might need some kind of dresser like this maybe. I was hoping for something purple though, because we've got lots of yellow, lots of blue, but we haven't got much purple. Ooh, perfect. It matches the bedside tables. I don't understand why it doesn't go on it, but that does. It doesn't make any sense. She's got her little family photos up. Picture of her and her mama. Not too sure who these people are, but they're people for her. And let's get some plants. And then we still need something above her bed. Ooh, these would be really good for out here in our little outside area. Okay, back to what I was doing. Oh, that's kind of cute. Perfect. Okay, a rug, and then we're done with this room. Oh my gosh, we need this like in here. That's so funky. I love it. Maybe that one? Ooh, maybe that one actually. That one is kind of better. I actually kind of like the fish one. I do like the fish one, though I was thinking there's one here that might work. This one, yeah. Okay, that's the one we're going for in there. I think that is Zoe's room finished, so we can just quickly throw her bathroom together. Okay, that is her bathroom done. I just put, you know, the basics in there. Let's move on to this room. This is Gavin's room. He's neat, he's a writer, and he's a blogger. So I kept his desk table thing set up. Ooh, I like that one for him. And then get him bedside table, plant in his room, and then we can probably put a bookshelf in here too and get a very simple no frills lamp. And then we need something above his bed. Ooh, we can use the book covers. That might be a good one. Simple, elegant, and we can get a mirror. Okay, perfect. Just get a rug and then we're done in this room. Okay, good. That room is finished. Let's move on to Mitch's room. So he is comedy, mixology, and a slob. So luckily we've still got his little microphone. We can put a nice big mirror in front of his microphone so he can stare at himself when he's doing it. We can get a chest of drawers over here. Ooh, they're a good one to use because they look a bit rough. And we can get some movie posters in his room too because he had those before. Okay, so we got his bed in, and then it's like, well, what else do we put? I mean, what else do you put in a bedroom? Hell if I know. Okay, we'll get some bedside tables. And as much as I love these, I won't do that. I might just give him some like basic ones. Okay, we still need something here. I mean, maybe we could put a bookshelf, make it a bit broken, and then we can get him a raggedy rug. Perfect. Okay, well, that is Mitch's room done. I'll come and do this one. So this is J. Huntington III's bedroom. So he's gonna have fancy. I mean, he's not gonna have that. And I don't see him having that either, or that. I think this is probably our best bet. He needs to have his gym equipment in here. You can get some free weights. I like that. That's good. Or do we get a treadmill? All right, we'll put a bedside table or two next to him. Get some artwork on the walls. There we go. And we can get just like a few plants around and a lamp or two. Perfect. And now we can get a rug for him. Perfect. Okay, and that is J. Huntington III's bedroom done. I've only just realised that mid-century was something that we could pick, which is perfect because that's what I want. What sofas are there? Ooh, that's a good one. And then for the kitchen counters, we can totally use the island living stuff. Oh, that is so cool. We can try and see if we can put some of the mid-century bathroom stuff in. Apparently this is mid-century. I don't know about that. Oh, with all these mid-century lights in, it looks so cool. So I've managed to do most of the lounge using things under the category of mid-century. I do need a coffee table, so let's get that. That's kind of funky. Ooh, or do we go for this one? I apologise, I've had to put on the aircon, so you might hear that because I am sweating out. It is freaking boiling. Now we need a fridge, a sink, and a dining room table. Oh, trash can. Let's remember to get a trash can. I think that works quite nicely. And we can get more of these. Maybe we don't have the rug under there. We have the rug over there. Or maybe we move the table so it's here. Yeah, possibly. Doesn't it look good? I'm so impressed. Right, we definitely need a rug or something in here. Pretty much all of the inside is done. I need to get a sit down like outdoor table out here. Oh, you know, it might be good. Bonfire or like a fire pit. That might actually be good in the center, and then we could put like these chairs around it. And I actually think I want to change these for the island living ones. They're way more 70s. And then we can see if we can get like a little side table. Ooh, perfect. And we can get a bar over here. We can get some cool little bar stools for it too. And like an outside table and some chairs. That's a good one. Need a chair that's orange. Maybe we'll just do wooden chairs because I'm just like, can't figure it out. Okay, just finish up these 2 bathrooms and then we should be good to go. There's a wallaby outside my door. It's staring right at me. Hi wallaby, how are you? How crazy is that? Honestly, sometimes I'm like in absolute awe of the fact that I'm in Australia and there's just like wallabies bouncing past my front door. And that is the Roomies house completely finished. Let me show you around. On the outside, I tried to pretty much keep everything the same. The landscaping has stayed the same as well. I've just added some extra bits, changed some colours. So as you enter, you can see we still have that middle section still there. To the right, we have the hallway continuing round the whole house. And to the left, we have got the lounge. I love this lounge. It is so cute and cozy. Over here, we have got our kitchen. Interestingly, the island living kitchen is mid-century. And that was what I was going for in this house. I was going for a mid-century feel. Over here we have the double doors leading outside. So we have got a table, we've got some deck chairs, we've got an easel, and then we have also got a bar. And then if we come around here, we have the rest of the hallway. So the first room is Mitch's room, which is meant to be Nick. He's in the culinary career, which is why we have the bar. He also likes comedy, so I've given him a little microphone. He's also slob, so everything's meh in his room. The next room is the bathroom. I went for quite mid-century in here as well. This room is Gavin's room. Now, Gavin is meant to be Winston, except in New Girl, Winston is sporty. Like, he ends up becoming a cop. Whereas in this, he's a writer slash blogger. I've made his room very neat and tidy because that is what he is like, neat and tidy. And then we've got some bookshelves and his computer. The next room is Zoe's room, which is meant to be Jess in New Girl. So I went very bright, very bold. I didn't want to make it look too childish. I've made it very brightly coloured, but I kind of wanted it to have that edge of maturity to it. So I think it has that, in my opinion at least. And then she has got a wardrobe, and then she has also got her own little bathroom right here. Now, in between her room and the last room, there is another bathroom, is literally identical. And then the last room is Jay Huntington III's, who is meant to be Schmidt. And this is his room. So his room is very kind of fancy, like that's the vibe I get from him. But he's also got his sport equipment, but he's also tech guru. So I probably should have put computer in here. I did not. I mean, if you wanted to play in it, you could swap that out. You know what? I'm just gonna do it now. Okay, stop yelling at me. There you go. You happy? Done. Oh, and then over here, I've raised up the flooring to make it kind of like a sideboard, but like a built-in sideboard. And I just added a load of plants and then also some like cluttery bits there. And then in the center, we've got this cool little fire pit area. I like this. This is cute in the middle. So that is the Roomies house finished. Next week is our last Fix It Friday. We have only got one base game townie left to do, and that is Johnny Zest. And seeing as he is a solo person, we're going to be doing his cast and we are going to be doing his house in one go. So make sure you come back for that next week. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all later.